एक चीज बेरोज मैं आपसे जरूर पूछूंगा. This is not a generalization. This is just based on my experience. Sorry if it offends anyone in this call. What I felt is for engineers and finance professionals, because they're so focused on technical side of the business. उनकी जो training है, उनकी जो the education that they get is so focused on being technically competent. Sometimes I feel that the softer side is missing. So if I talk about
100%.
managerial skills, if I talk about teamwork and collaboration, adaptability, um, um, ये मुझे लगता है कि थोड़ा सा sometimes miss communication skills, presentation skills. So in my experience, and again I'm not generalizing, but I have to be honest as well. In my experience, this is something that I felt. Why do you think that is there? Is it a missing element in terms of how they are trained, or is it neglected overall among all professionals? Because you worked in Pakistan. So what do you have to say about this?
Yeah, beautiful point, and I completely agree. I think उसके दो वजह हैं जो मैंने note की. One is exposure, and second is opportunity. Finance is always a support function, like would HR be as well. So the lead function is marketing. So whenever there is a business, probably marketing or sales, whoever. There could be companies where finance is a lead function, but let's say in CPG, typical P&G type company, finance won't be the lead function. So lead function hoga sales and marketing, and they would be the ones who would be presenting their business proposals while you're supporting. So you don't get that opportunity to present like them. So मुझे याद है जब अगर हमारा कोई 20 डेक का presentation होगी, उसमें एक slide होगी that I have to present, while there would be balance 19-18 slides that the marketing or sales guys would be presenting. So they get more opportunity, more chances. The more chances you get, the more in practice you are in presenting and communicating, the better you get. So that is one thing, which is opportunity. Second is exposure, which I somehow had, and it depends on company to company. Exposure is, I remember when I joined the company, my manager would just take me in a big meeting and would just ask me, sit in the corner, sit silent, and just observe. Observe how people listen, how people communicate, what kind of questions they ask, and just learn from that. Finance में अमूमन ये exposure बहुत late मिलना शुरू होता है लोगों को in the function, because they are, again, as a function, they're within their function. There would be one or two individuals who are relatively senior who would go in those big meetings and have that exposure. So either you have that kind of a training, which thanks to my manager, I had that opportunity where I would just sit in the corner, or you by luck, you happen to be in a place where you can have that opportunity. वरना अगर आप किसी ऐसे फंक्शन में, let's say ट्रेजरी में या कॉर्पोरेट अकाउंटिंग में, और आपको बिजनेस मीटिंग्स में बैठने का चांस कम से कम है, then you'll have less of that exposure. While for a marketing individual, call it a brand campaign, call it a budget campaign, budget question, whatever it is, somehow they will find themselves in a meeting where there will be a GM, there will be key decision makers, and decision is being made. While, as I said, if you are corporate accounting, if you're in corporate accounting, you're in treasury, you are a plant finance cost manager, whatever, there will be less opportunities for you. So exposure जो है relatively less होता है.
So for those individuals, regardless वो finance के हैं या जिस भी function के हैं, if they feel that this communication side or the softer side is, so what I tell everyone, and I don't know if people don't pay heed to this that much, try to focus on it. If you're not lucky enough to have that manager or that mentor or that exposure in your company, at least try to do an online course, or just take any courses, or just find a mentor, or network on LinkedIn and just find those people. So for example, if Feroz is here, if he has time, just drop him a message. And no, honestly, like this is how I have learned from my managers. Like, like you mentioned, just observe, just sit, just see how they're talking, see how they communicate. And ये चीजें probably आपको शायद book में बैठ के कोई classroom में शायद ना बताए. You have to take that initiative. Feroz, you think I'm right? Because
No, I completely agree. बल्कि क्लासरूम में या यूनिवर्सिटी में या कॉलेज में आपको बहुत सी चीजें जो आपने सीखी होती हैं वो अनलर्न करनी पड़ती हैं. फॉर इंस्टेंस मुझे याद है जब व्हेन आई वाज इन माय कॉलेज, हमको बताया जाता था कि 10 पेजेस से कम रिपोर्ट नहीं होनी चाहिए. और व्हेन आई केम टू पीएचडी मुझे बताया गया कि एक पेज से ज्यादा नहीं होनी चाहिए, बिकॉज जो चीज आप एक पेज में नहीं डाल सकते हैं, इट मींस यू आर नॉट इवन क्लियर अबाउट इट. सो वन, नो वन हैज टाइम टू रीड इट. first of all, no one will read the full page. People will read the first half, description, the summary and all, and they'll decide. And if you are not able to put it in one page, it means you are not clear about it. So there are a lot of things you have to unlearn. So just talking about that piece where जो हम classroom में सीखते हैं वो आपको काफी unlearn करनी पड़ती है. दूसरा, you're completely right. You have to be in that party where you see people presenting. You see, मुझे याद है मेरा manager would tell me, learn from the marketing folks how they write their emails, because their emails are to market themselves, market their initiatives. और हम लोग बहुत ब्लैंड ईमेल लिखते थे. सो आई वुड मेक श्योर कि मैं उनको क्रिटिकली उनकी ईमेल पढूं और बोलूं यार इसमें क्या ऐसा अच्छा लिखा है जो कि मैं सीख सकता हूं. सो लर्न फ्रॉम अदर्स डिलीवरिंग इट. एंड थर्ड इज जस्ट ट्राई टू फाइंड दोज अपॉर्चुनिटीज जहां वेयर यू कैन काइंड ऑफ बट इन एंड से कि यार मैं भी इधर बैठ जाऊं या ये थोड़ा सा मैं भी प्रेजेंट कर लूं या मैं भी इवन इफ इट्स नॉट फाइनेंस वर्क. रादर there are a lot of times I've been into projects where it wasn't purely finance, but it's just that I was interested, and I would go like, I have a lot of passion for this area, I have a lot of interest, and hence I'm contributing and want to learn. So for us, again, you become humble as well and not show, okay, you're here just because you're the expert. You're not the expert, but you're here to learn. And then once you give that feeling to people that you're here to learn and give your best, people just give you all the opportunity and they help you out.